It is time for It's Your Business. Today the topic is problem solving. So joining me to talk about this is Ron Price, CEO of Price Associates. And one of your messages is that problem solving is your responsibility.
Yeah, that's right, Carolyn. I mean, really, we all have problems. And the only reason we ever go ask somebody else to help us, or the only reason we go buy something, is to solve a problem.
So you don't sound negative about problems.
Well, no, not at all. It's a gap between where we are and where we'd like to be. And entrepreneurs view that as opportunity, with work clothes on maybe, but still opportunity.
So a problem can be an opportunity.
It's really the basis for which all of us are in business. Yeah.
And you have different types of problems you want to talk about today.
There are three basic kinds of problems that every business has.
Let's go through those. The first one, well, people problems.
People problems
is that talking about relationships and getting along with each other?
Well, sometimes it means that you don't have the right people. Maybe you don't have the right attitudes, or sometimes you don't have the right skill sets, or sometimes you don't have people organized the right way. But a lot of times when we talk with business owners or executives, they're talking to us about these people problems.
So that's one problem you might encounter as a business owner. The next one was performance.
Performance problems. Now, it can be that we don't have enough of something. We can't produce enough, and so we're not making enough product, or we don't make it good enough. It could be we have too much. That's usually a sales problem. We can produce more than we're selling right now, so now it's a selling problem, but it's still a performance problem.
Well, that's probably easier to identify a performance problem, isn't it?
It is. And then the third kind of performance problem is what I call you're making the wrong stuff. So it means your research and development or your innovation isn't being taken care of the way it should be. So
and that leads into planning problems.
It does, yeah. Planning problems can be, first of all, you have no plan, and especially in economic turmoil, people get scared about planning and they just want to react. It can be that you have a fuzzy plan. You've sort of thought about it, but you haven't really nailed it, so you don't know what the next step is. Or it could be that you've got the wrong plan, that you're not understanding what's happening in the marketplace. So you've got these three kinds of problems. You've got people, performance, and planning.
Right, and you have a solution, a formula that we can use briefly.
Yeah, you know, the worst kind of a problem is a problem that is undefined or ill-defined. And oftentimes we get frustrated because we know there's a problem there, but we haven't taken the time to really study it. So the first thing is study the symptoms. What are the symptoms of this problem? And then if we can get underneath those symptoms to identify what are the underlying causes. Once we've identified the underlying causes, then the next step is for us to identify possible solutions. Then we pick the best next step, we implement it, and we review and see whether or not it worked.
Boy, it's all about dissecting a problem. Now, could those problems involve all three of these things? The people, the performance, and the planning?
They oftentimes do, and you know, people always say, you missed one, Ron. What about the money problems? But really, a money problem is a symptom of one of these three. We always find the core cause in one of these three that we've been talking about.
So what would be your final message today?
My final message would be thankful for your problems, because within them is your greatest treasure of opportunity.
He is such an optimist. That's why he's in business right here. We appreciate your consulting tips that you give us right here. Ron Price, CEO of Price Associates. We'll visit with you more later on as we continue our It's Your Business segment. And we will be right back.